Forecast, we have our live radar showing most spots still dry, but it kind of has that feel that there's rain, and a lot of people were saying that yesterday at Bayou Boogaloo and other things going on. Rain was in the area. Some of you got a couple downpours, but it's mostly the clouds, kind of the breeze, and especially rain off to the east, although we are seeing a few pockets of some showers develop, but really not that much over our immediate viewing area. Really, you have to go over toward Alabama and Florida to see some decent showers moving in. And of course, here's the little low pressure area that we were watching yesterday in the National Hurricane Center. Just to update you, if you didn't hear yesterday or didn't get updated on it, it gave it a 10% chance of development while it was off the coast, but it just sped to the northeast. It's inland and now has a 0% chance, but you can kind of see the elements that were drawing it off to the north and northeast, and it's bringing some light to moderate rain across parts of Georgia and Alabama and into Tennessee and almost the Carolinas. Here is what's left of it. 0% chance of development now, and actually we'll get our next tropical outlook coming up within the next hour or so, and the center will be likely removed even farther off to the north than where it was. That outlook was from a few hours ago. They issue them every 6 hours this time of year. Again, just pointing out the flooding rain outlook is still there. Now it's on the lower end, marginal to slight risk of flooding rains, but we are included most of our area under that level 2 of 4 for today, and that would be a heavy downpour that might bring some brief street flooding. A look ahead to tomorrow, we don't have that threat as high. And in fact, I brought our rain chance down a little bit for tomorrow and even this afternoon a little bit. The flooding risk would be more removed off to the west of us tomorrow, but Wednesday, we're right back in there. So that's why we're saying this week we will have rain in the area, but it's not going to be everywhere all the time. Like right now, getting a pretty big lull. Moving with our model ahead, though, now I will say the models have been going a little heavy the past day or so compared to what we actually see pan out. So we will see if this develops or not, but you can see 2 p.m. it has some scattered storms, highs only around 85 or so. And then by 5 p.m. if we do get that rain, that could easily knock our temperatures back to about 80 or even less. It has some downpours in the area as we move into the evening, and by 10 p.m. removes most of it with a quiet night, lows in the 70s, somewhat quiet tomorrow morning. I think we'll have at least a chance for a shower, but not that much, at least by this model. A couple models do have a little more rain than that. This is tomorrow through the day. You can see it might be a quieter day tomorrow before we increase the rain chance again on Wednesday and Thursday. So today we'll say highs near 85 or so, scattered rain around and not too hot. And then our temperatures through this afternoon and evening, you can see hover in the 80s and then into the 70s. And we'll say about a 40% chance for some rain. The more likely spot would be over toward Mississippi, St. Bernard, Plaquemines parishes, kind of more eastern spots in our viewing area as opposed to western. But we might see a little spotty rain in other locations too. And tonight, 30% chance and lows in the 70s. We continue with this moist setup with a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, and the yellows and oranges, that's what that is showing here. But then look what happens. By Friday, we get a little cool front and it turns drier and a little less humid heading into the long weekend, the Memorial Day weekend. So Friday, we'll say a little less humid. It was looking more promising actually yesterday. Today, models are showing not quite as much of a kind of decrease in temperatures and less humid feel, but I think it will be at least a little bit less humid on Friday. Saturday and Sunday looking pretty typical as far as temperatures, getting back to about 90 degrees or so, or close to that in the afternoons. But it does look mostly dry as we'll get that slightly drier air mass move in and just won't have as much of a chance for rain as we'll have